Someone please call 911 because the Phoenix Suns, they out of there. This team is hella inconsistent. And this team has been inconsistent for years. And I've been saying this on my channel, on my other channel last year, the same thing that I'm saying this year about the Phoenix Suns. This team and this big three, it's not going to work. And I've been saying it. I said it last year, and I'm going to say it again this year. They got to break this thing up, man. The amount of money that they've kicked out for this team, bringing guys like Grayson Allen, Bradley Beal, and others that they brought in to make this Phoenix Suns team compete to get back to the finals where they were at. Where they hadn't been to the finals since Charles Barkley, Dan Marlin, those days back in the 90s. They got there, and it seems like when they got there, it was just like an off year because this Phoenix Suns team has been on the decline since they went to that finals. And to be honest with you, bro, it looked like one of the worst moves they made was letting go CP3, man. Because when I look at this Phoenix Suns team, when they had CP3, when they had DeAndre Ayton or whatever, I get his name, and Booker as the big three, this team was good. And they played well and they played high. Also, the coach they had with Monty Williams, I thought was great. They had a great chemistry. They could just keep it together. But the Phoenix Suns felt like they wanted to get better, which, KD was a guy that you bring in, you think of upgrade and make you get you over the hump in the Western Conference. But they gave up too much, man. I think getting KD, man, they gave up too much, and it's just not working, man. This core players, it's not a good look. And I think the biggest thing that lacks on this team is leadership, man. When you got three guys that are not bona fide alpha leaders, man. Not saying they can't be leaders in their house and all that. I ain't gonna never try a man like that. But when I'm talking about to the sport of basketball, the leadership they need to have, they don't have it. Devin Booker has never been aloft as a leader. Now, a guy like Kobe gave him praise, but we never known Devin Booker to be that guy. KD, we know the narrative about him. He's a bus rider. And Bradley Beal, he's just Bradley Beal, man. I mean, this guy, he's a great shooter, but he's just always been a guy that he's never really shown that he can carry a team like that. Even when he was in Washington, I mean, the guy, I don't think they only made it to the playoffs maybe one time while he was there, if that. So, I mean, you have to look at all those considerations and factors when you talk about this Phoenix Suns team, because right now with what they got, man, I mean, they're not even sitting in the play-in game right now. Like, if the season was to end today, the Phoenix Suns would not even be in the play-in game. Let that make sense. And we celebrated KD last night because he got over 30,000 points. Now, sitting there watching that game. That game was relatively very uninteresting because they was beating the brakes off them early on in the first half. I even turned the game off for a minute, turned it back on, and got a little competitive. But the thing I'm trying to make is with the amount of money you kicking out, you guys ain't even in the play-in game. So I think when you look at this offseason, man, if the Phoenix Suns team cannot make a miraculous finals run this year, or even make it to deep in the playoffs this year to give you some hope that this team can be together, I think you got to break this team up. You got to, and it's already reports that KD's going to be out the door this year. I think you keep Booker because he's your franchise guy, and everybody else you got to just let go and just rebuild and start over. And I know I hate Phoenix Suns fans probably hate to hear that, but that's the facts though right now, man, because this team right now, with all the additions that happened in the trade deadline, with the Lakers getting better, the Dallas Mavericks somewhat getting better, the San Antonio Spurs, you know what the OKCs and the Houston Rockets of the world, these young teams, what they doing, and you don't get better, and you was involved in a lot of this stuff with KD maybe possibly going to Golden State, whatever, and you guys stayed pat. So that's telling me right there that you believe in the team you got, or you couldn't get no moves. But at the end of the day, if this shit don't work, bro, y'all have to look at this restarting over from fresh, because right now this Phoenix Sun team, nobody checked for them in the Western Conference, man. So get in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, man. Do you think Phoenix Suns can make it to the playoffs? And if you do you think they can make it far, say conference finals, or do you think that it's just best right now for the Phoenix Suns to just start over and just, build through the draft again, man? Get your comment section, let me know. It's your boy Joe, one half of the Co-Pilots podcast, man. I want to thank you guys for just supporting me, man, rocking out with your boy, man. We trying to get these numbers up on the channel, man. We going to continue to get better. The content going to get great. I love you guys. Peace.